$1,000. We are still far from the target of $1,000, and the goal will be to destroy this target in a couple of weeks, maybe days. I should say days. So today, very simple, we play No Limit 4 on Party Poker. The objective is to crush these limits and to 3-bet a lot by bluffing a little bit and stealing the blinds a lot, because players are too tight at these limits, and we will take advantage of this. Pair of 5, the fish is raising in early position, no problem, we call. 3 big blind from the cutoff, from the button, no problem, I 3-bet. What is this fucker doing? He really thinks that's the right time to make a 3-bet? He may be right, but it's too big. His size is much too big, so it means he's not gonna get any value. If anyone has kings or aces, he's screwed anyway. So that's a bad size for the raise. Here we have to bet. We don't want him to get free cards. We have a good hand considering the low pair, the low card in the middle. We don't think they have very often a pair of tens, a pair of jacks, because they would have had 3-bet this kind of hands. So he didn't. He's a tight player, but still, he would probably have 3-bet this kind of hands. He didn't. We bet. He folds. Oh, what a peaceful music. Oh, he calls. The very tight player is calling. Now we have probably some value there. He might have something like ace king, maybe king queen. Yes, maybe not. Maybe he has a smallish pair in between, like a pair of 6, a pair of 7. It's totally possible. Fuck you. Pair of 10 in the button, instant raise. 4-3, very bad hand. This guy is so tight. We're gonna try to steal a lot from this kind of guys, so they have to be ready for it, and they are not. We have some sweet music. Oh, we hit the pair of 9. It's not such a good news, but anyway, he's a very fishy player. He called 50%. He probably called this one or go all in. It doesn't matter. We have to protect this hand. We have to make him fold if he doesn't have an ace. He can call with a weird hand like whatever, a pair of 5, pair of 7. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to bet. Ha! He three bets us. Cannot believe that. He should have more respect for us, but anyway, this time he gets it. Next time I get it. Nice flop for us, this one. This player is very tight, but in any case, we have to bet. This is not even a question. We just bet and see what happens. Okay, now we have there is an 8. Okay, that's interesting. I think we have to keep betting. He can have something like an ace. Sometimes he has the flush, yes, but we have to bet to protect our hand. He gets some weird stuff. If he jams, if he goes all in, we fold. We fold like a pussy. We just fold. Boom. He folds. Now this is a good hand because this guy looks a bit crazy. He opened 40%, he calls 70%. Okay, he can sometimes have something like 5-6, queen 6, he can have anything, but it doesn't matter. Most of the time he has a small king, maybe a flush draw if he's very lucky. Whatever, he will jam with most of his hands in my opinion. Sometimes he will fold like a pussy, and that's what he just did. That's very good. Thank you for the money, and just keep raising with whatever hand you have. That's perfect for us. Just a fish. Okay, now we have a good hand one more time. We have a pair of jacks. He's a top pair, top kicker. Snap call from this player. This player is very, very tight. We have to be careful against this player, but it doesn't matter. He didn't do a check raise. We have to keep betting, in my opinion. If he jams, we have to fold, but we have to keep betting. I cannot take the risk that he hits a flush without even paying for it. The intensity is going up. The intensity is coming. The good cards are coming. The money is coming. What did I tell you? This is what we want. This is what we want. Gunshot. Top flush draw. We even have some showdown value with an ace. So you cannot expect anything better than that. What do we do here? What do we do, huh? I think we bet. We bet for value. Here we have a guy that raised. Okay, he called. He probably has something like ace king, ace queen. We have few informations against him. Very hard to say. Yeah, we have to bet. We have to keep betting. Now we have two guys in the pot. What do we do? I think we check. We have to check. We have to check. It's too risky. This guy is a big fish. We have to check in any case, and we will give up the pot. Here, what do? We have to call. Only the double. He raises. Smallish raise. Okay, now what does he have? He probably does not have the ace. He probably does not have it. Now the question is, do we want to go for value? Do we want to go for value? This is the question. I think we do. I think we do. We go for value. We go for value. That's a bit crazy. Let's see what happens. I think it can work. Oh, he has a freaking ace coming out of nowhere. Oh my god, incredible. I could not expect that hand. Okay, he completely destroyed us. Well played from his side. Incredible hand. How in hell does he go for his check raise to 12 big blinds with nothing in hands. There is no reason for him to do that. There is absolutely no reason for him to do that. I think yeah, we have to bet. Hopefully he has an ace, maybe ace king, maybe something like that. He can have ace king. Now do we have to go crazy here? This is the question. What can he have? 3? No. He probably doesn't have much. Let's go crazy. He can have ace king. He doesn't have ace king. Otherwise it would have taken much longer. You see what kind of fish are playing on this website? All in, 150 big blinds, early position. Why not? Huh? Just in case somebody wants to pay to see his ace. This is a good poker site, guys. It's a very good poker site. You just make a lot of money. You raise with your good hands. You fold your weak hands. What happens? They call. They call. What happens? Boom. Pair of kings, ace king. What did I tell you? He wants people to pay with his ace. He's not confident enough because that's why he does all in. Otherwise, he would go a little bit more slowly with a pair of aces. So this was a very bad play from his side. What do you expect in that position? Only kings and aces, maybe queens we pay for, we pay you. So what kind of value do you have in doing that to steal 1.5 big blinds? You have to think about it. Oh, another one. Another one. We have this champion, the champion of all in pre-flop. Pair of queens. Is he gonna go all in one more time? That would be nice. I don't believe it anymore. I think he could. Is he here? No, he's not. He's not in this table, unfortunately. He is not. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, that's kind of a nice flop. A little bit risky, but I think we can go for 8 big blind raise. Hopefully this guy jams. Hopefully. Alright. Yep, that's a little bit annoying. We want to keep going and see what kind of hand this guy can have. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Very annoying. I do not know what he has, but I think I have to believe him there because he can totally have a flush. And there is nothing we can do against a flush. Another one that we lose after having the top pair with a flush draw, and the guy has a pair of jacks. That is painful. That is painful. Okay, I have any story with this player. I know that usually when he checks after raising, no continuation bet, he usually has absolutely nothing. So that's why I decide to go for a smallish bluff with my king jack. This guy keeps going crazy. And this one we call. Let's see what happens. No, not this time. I guess his hand was horrible. And we have a 3-bet. Okay, we have a 3-bet. I think here we can go for a call, or shall we go for some all-in? Difficult one in my opinion, but yeah, I think it's a fold. I think it is. Hopefully we're doing the right move here, but he looks strong. He bets very large because he doesn't want to see over cards. Maybe he has a pair of jacks, a pair of 10. This guy raised from the cutoff. We just fold. So far running pretty bad, but no big problem, no big problem. Oh, open from the cutoff 20%. We have to go for it. We have to go for it. No crazy player. We go with this kind of hands. We want to show we are strong. We can open from any position with some very good cards. Also with some medium cards. This guy is, what kind of guy is this guy? Here we have to go for some continuation bet. Yes. I think it's a good spot to go all in. Yes. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Okay, and he falls. I had the feeling with the history I have with this player, that was a good spot for it. I'm happy with my decision. He folded like a pussy. And now we have this guy that opens from the early position way too much. No questions, 3-bet directly. And let's see what happens. Oh, he instant call. That is surprising. I was actually thinking he would fold. Now it's not such a bad flop because if he doesn't have a king, it's difficult for him to follow. What can he do now? What can he do? Oh, he probably has ace king. Oh, that is difficult. Oh, that is very difficult. I could have done just. Oh, I could maybe have checked that, but it's a little bit difficult with this player. I think I had to take the spot. Here, what do we fear? We fear 5-3. How many 5-3 do you think they have? Not many. Hopefully there is a smallish check raise with like a pair of jacks, pair of 10. What can they have? They can have a flush draw. Kixi. Yeah, I know this player. It's quite good. Let's see. I think he can go. I think he can pay that. I think he can pay that definitely. If he has something like a flush draw, he can do a check raise. What does he have? What does he have? Maybe he wants to try to bluff now. Is it time to bluff? Let's see. I think if he tries to bluff, I just have to go for call because you don't want to take him out of his bluff, and I think it's a good board to bluff for him, especially knowing this player is a probably good board for him. Okay, now we have this guy open from the middle position. I think it's time to do a smallish bet. Here we have some showdown value. So what we do? Well, I'm surprised he called, but he did not. Yes, he did not. He did not re-raise, so we probably have the best hand. Here I want to go to the showdown, and boom, it works. We have an ace high, and it works. That was a good decision. On both tables, in my opinion, we had to bet quite strong the continuation bet to take them out. If they have something like ace, king, queen, ace, queen, queen, king, this kind of hands, you have to do that. Okay, here it's easy fold. This guy is pretty tight. Plus, he raised very few from the early position. Probably a good hand for this guy, so easy fold. Probably gonna open some more tables. Oh, we have a situation here. What's gonna happen? Nothing. This guy is going a bit crazy. He's the same guy as we had the situation before. So it's gonna be time to show him the good cards that we have. Well, he's a good player, but I cannot fold in that position. I think with that kind of hand here, there is no value in raising because what if he has something like let's say another jack. If he has nothing, he's gonna fold. If you have like another jack what happens, he's gonna beat us sometimes. He steals, but not that much. So we just go for it and we pray that he has. I think here we could go for value. See, it's a bit tight. It's a good player. I'm a bit hesitating, but I think I just pay for it. Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? We just saved 100 big blinds, 100 big blinds because there is no too much value in raising, especially this player. He's gonna fold his weak hand. He's gonna keep going with the good ones and put us all in and take the whole stack. So that was a good decision here with the 10 jack. I lost some money, 25 big blinds, but it doesn't matter. What is important is I saved 100 big blinds because I didn't re-raise his bet until the river. This is the thing you have to remember in this spot. Ta-ta-ta. There was an unfortunate spot because when there was only one jack left and he had it with a better kicker. We had a 10 kicker. 10 kicker is not a bad kicker, but still, he was the best on that spot. Well, here we are happy to see him fall because this guy was very tight. He had something like 15-9 stats. You don't want to see such a guy raising with only a pair of 10. It's very hard to fold a hand like a top pair top kicker in such a board. But anyway, I think if you went too crazy, would have uh, we would have had think about it. This guy is not as crazy as he seems. I think we just go for a little check. Hopefully we go to the showdown. I don't want to go too crazy. Probably has something like ace king, ace queen. He might have something like nothing. There is a nothing. But oh, my ace high might be good enough. It's hard to say. This guy is a little strange. I have no clue about his play. I'm gonna call this time. Ah, okay. I cannot understand why he plays a hand like this because the thing is, he wants to protect his hand, especially against hands like what I had, which is ace jack. I can hit a jack, I can hit an ace, I can hit anything if I have like whatever. I can have a queen, king, I can have a whatever jack or 10 in my hand. So why would you not bet any of those hands and just doing a small min re-raise pre-flop? It doesn't make sense. So that was very bad move from his side. I knew he was a bit fishy, but this bet was size was so small on the river. I think that was a good choice to try to call it because you're gonna win in this spot more than the odds that he gave us, which was 3 big blinds for 11 in the pot. Okay, so three big blinds to call to win 14. So that's good enough pot odds to call on this river. Pair of kings. It's a good chance now. Unfortunately, nobody here who follows with a pair of kings. That's unfortunate. Because there are a couple of fish today playing, and it would have been nice to go crazy with that pair of kings. But anyway, maybe next time. Okay, we have very tight player, very bad hand. But anyway, the players are so tight. I think it's a good hand to push, to bet in this position. This time, both of them call. Okay, okay, not bad. I'm just gonna give it up, even if this is very small. But whatever, I do not want to go crazy. It's very likely that one of them has an ace, especially this guy that is never raised before. So I don't think he's gonna start raising now with nothing. It wouldn't make sense. So just give it up and take it easy. That's the easiest way to play the hand. Save some money and not go for a crazy bluff. Even if with this very small bet of one big blind, he probably has a middle pair, something like a pair of 9, a pair of jacks, a pair of 10s. Sometimes he has the ace, but yes, we could try to take him out of this spot. I don't think it's worth it in that special position with 3 player on the flop. Okay, here we do a continuation bet. This player is very tight. He folds a lot after the flop. This time it doesn't work. I think we just give it up. It's a bit weak. The line is a bit weak because it's so easy for him to just keep going with anything and just bluff me now, for example. But oh, okay, he calls with nothing. All right, why not? Oh, interesting. I didn't expect such a weak hand. He had absolutely nothing. He had ace high, which was good enough, but he didn't hit the flop. So I expected a fold from a tight player like he is. So I have to remember this for the next time I play hands against this guy. We need some action. We need some actions. So far it lacks of action. This is a problem. So I think I'm going to open another 2 tables. Yes, I think that's the best. And when there is, I will keep broadcasting only 2 tables on the screen. But as soon as there is a nice hand with some actions, I will put the other tables with the action on the stream. So don't worry, you will see what you need to see. Let's do this. Boom. 2 more tables. Now we have to call. I think we can maybe call 2 times. This is not the best card because this guy has lots of queens. He also has jacks. He can have a super premium hand sometimes. Why would he bet now? He looks like a very honest kind of player. So I do not see a lot of call. And then if I do a hero call now, probably I have to do another one on the river. So okay, this time you have it. Well played. Probably you were bluffing, but I cannot do much about it. It was a good bluff, and you take the pot. The pot is yours. Okay, so now we have a pretty tight guy here. I think it's a good card to do this. Now we have a huge 3-bet here, so not much I can do. I think the best is just to let it go, and nothing we can do. I think it's fine. I play it fine. I have to bet to lose 1 bet here at least. It's okay. I could have 3-bet pre-flop. That was one option. I didn't do it, but anyway, I think it's fine the way I played the hand. Saved, didn't waste in a pretty bad spot where you have to lose a little bit of money in this kind with this kind of hands. So okay, that's pretty good. This time I'm gonna check. This guy is extremely loose, but I don't want to go to pay because even if the odds are good, the problem is I might be in trouble later on uh, in case there is like a shove from the early raiser. That would be a problem. And this time we take the pot. Good news, good news. Now it's time to get a little bit more of action. Right. Okay. Okay. Okay, back on the microphone. So we have a pair of ace. We had a good hand before with a pair of 5. I hoped somebody would call this with maybe a flush draw or something like that. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Hopefully next time. We have to bet here. We have to bet here as well. Here that was a good spot. Unfortunately, no luck this time with a pair of 5. No shove with a weaker hand. What is this smallish donk bet? I'm a bit surprised. Maybe something like 6-7, I think. I would think something about 6-7. This is not the best card because it also gets flush draw inside. I think I'm ready to fold this hand, but I don't understand the donk bet. Why would the donk bet suddenly I think you can have 6-7. There is too many hands I beat, and this time it's fine. I think it was a very strange hand from his side. Why would you start betting in the middle of the hand with a pair of tens, which is a middle pair in that case? There was a second pair with a king on the board. I didn't understand this move, so I would not recommend to do what he did. Just don't do it. And because what happens is you will anyway be called by hands like flush, and that can bluff you later, and you're never going to be paid by a hand that is worse than you, right? I will not pay if I have a pair of 9, a pair of 8, a pair of jacks, or even if I had a queen, I would have thought about folding on in this spot. So remember that was a bad move from his side. We have another pair of ace. That is pretty good. I hope to have more action before the pre-flop. That would be nice, like a 3-bet from this guy. I would love this. This time nothing. I think we can try to be very aggressive, or eventually to go for a check raise. but I prefer the aggressive option. I will aggress directly. Hopefully he has something like a jack and raise, and we go all in because he wants to protect. Oh, we would have had a flush. That is too bad. I folded this hand. I would have had a flush here. Oh, there would have been a... Oh, maybe I'm gonna almost... I'm gonna have miss a flush, straight flush, guys. This is very, very rare. No, didn't happen. We would have needed a 10 here, and the straight flush. It's an incredible hand that you have once every other year. In my experience, playing a couple of thousands of hands per month, let's say. Yeah, I think that is correct. So, raise. What do we do here? I think we can call. So players are very passive, huh? So very few 3-bets. So that's why I afford myself to call with a pretty low pair against this tight player. Otherwise, I would probably fold if those guys were 3-betting a lot. But in this spot, with very low 3-bet percentage, I think that was a good call, a very good call. Okay, one more time the things go crazy before the flop, and one more time it's not when I have the nuts. So this time I'm gonna fold. We have another situation here with those two players. I wonder what happens. This guy looks a bit crazy. Oops, sorry. He had sixes, he had ace king, so that was a good fold from my side, but once again, you can see one of those two players goes completely crazy with a pair of six. There is no reason to do that pre-flop. Absolutely no reason, especially with the guy started by 3-betting and the other guy with a pair of six decided to 4-bet. There is not any logic in that situation. A small problem, my computer was a little bit slow. In these spots, I recommend to always, when you have an ace and you have a pair of queens or queen, to always continuation bet, because a lot of times you will find a fold, and also what happened is you will also sometimes beat some weaker pairs that we call anyway, like a pair of jacks, a pair of 10, and let's see what he had. I think he had a pair of, probably a pair of jacks or something. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the hand. Really? Oh, okay. I think my tracker missed the hand. Sometimes it happens to me, I don't know why. The tracker doesn't record the hand. So it's an interesting thing. I don't know why this happens. Okay, so I don't know, but I can check with the history from the website instead of the poker tracker. That's what I'm gonna do. The problem is playing a few tables, so it's always tricky to find the time to check the hand history. I always find it very annoying. So, what did this guy have? Okay. I have a flush draw here. I'm gonna show you this one. And we hit the flush. Ooh. Thirsty, huh? His name is Thirsty. Oh, and we hit the nuts. I think we have to bet large because this guy looks pretty fishy. And he called, and here with a pair of yes, I had the feeling this guy had some. This guy has something. I think he had an ace. Unlucky for him. Queen Jack up, and he had Oh, he had a 7. Oh, that's terrible. Why would you play this like that? It doesn't make sense in my opinion. There is no reason to play things like that. Okay, so I won a few nice spots here. Against such a player, what I'm gonna do is probably to check. Hopefully we go to the flop, and now things are different. I have a king. This guy may try to bluff. Do I want to bet? Is actually the question. I think the answer is yes. Yes. Okay. This time we hit nothing, but we have a very nice option on the draw. And here I think we have to go for the all-in and see what happens. And same in this spot. I think that is the perfect spot. And let's hit the nuts and take this spot. Hopefully, if he doesn't have like a set. Oh no! Oh, he had the set. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, I cannot believe this. He really had the set. Come on. That is horrible. Ah. Oh. Okay, we give it up this time. Made a mistake here. Do I want to call this? Is the question. Oh, that feels horrible. This ace queen. Why would he call with no, that was a stupid move from his side. One more time. Yeah, that is disappointing. Should not call this hand. This is a stupid hand. Ah, it's very. I think I have the best hand in this spot. Huh? Oh, unfortunately, a smallish pair here. That will be enough to take it. And here I have to fold, in my opinion. This guy, oh, he weighs a lot from the cutoff. I think that is a good spot. This guy plays very honest. If he has it, he's gonna go crazy. Otherwise, it's just gonna fold. And we just go for a continuation bet. We hit 7, which is not too bad. Unfortunately, now he calls and he probably has an overpair or an ace. I do not want to keep betting because it might be a trap. He might have a set, he might have an ace. There is a lot of cards that can beat us here, and I don't think he will bluff too often. With yes, okay, interesting. We had the same kind of hands. I still think it was a good move with this hand. A few unfortunate spots here. Like to fold ace 10 in this kind of spot. There is no value. Value position raise. What do you beat? Not much. But you save some blind. You save some blind for this. In case there is a 3-bet pre-flop, you save some blind. If you can do a confirmation bet and there is nothing, your showdown value is very low because he probably has a better ace. So think about this. Think about that spot and fold this sometimes. Ace 10 against the tight players at open raise, just fold the ace 10. You don't make that much money. And on the other hand, sometimes you pay for the ace 9, the ace 8 suited against the fish player, because you have a lot of value if you hit something like a flush, a set of 8s, a set of 9s, double pair, you can take his stack easily because he's a fish, and you cannot do the same against a tight player. So think about it, think about it. It's very important the kind of player you are playing against. Sometimes more important than your cards. Think about this. Okay. Raise here, not much we can do. Here we have a situation. The 4-bet, that was cold. Now there is a drawy flop. Very drawy flop. Let's see what happens there. Okay, we got a call from the super tight player. We'll just go for the check. Hoping our ace high is good enough. Thinking about raising here because it's so tight. It's a good do it, but still, I think we should probably go for the check. Probably sometimes call with hand anyway. Okay, this time he just snap check. I would like to go for some crazy action here, but I think he doesn't have anything. He's just gonna fold. Let's see what happens. Oh, continuation bet from this guy does not smell very good. I think I'm gonna let it go. Here I want to bet. I could check it as well. I think I should check it. That was a mistake. Yes. Okay, this time we need to check. But I would have preferred to check it because we have a backdoor flush draw. It's nice to have the draw sometimes on top of the ice. And here I want to bet because if he has another pair, I believe he's gonna check raise or don't bet or think about it at least when on the continuation. Here, don't go crazy with a pair of 8 because this guy is very tight and open very few from the early position. So let's hit the 8. Oh, not this time, unfortunately. No 8 this time. Okay, now we have a flush draw with 8, but against 3 players, it's a little bit too much. We might have the best hand actually, because yes, I want to bet a little bit. We might have the best hand because I cannot see a 9 not bet from these 2 rounds of betting. That would be surprising. Now maybe this guy had a heart. He can have a 9 over. Let's see if he has a 9. No, he had the jacks. Okay, that's bad news. It's very bad news. I think did not have to bet it, but just didn't want to be bluffed afterwards. So that was an option. I don't think that was that bad. The min bet and take out of the hand. Other players that probably had one of them probably had the queen in this spot. So this is why I still think it was a good move to do this bet to take out 2 players, and we could have taken directly the pot if this guy also had folded. Okay, so now we have another situation. I think we can bet 3 and 4. Quite heavy one. Trying to take him out. Oh, that is a weird don't bet now. I'm a little bit surprised, and here as well. Probably, yeah, he can be on something like a straight, a draw. Oh, do we want to pay for this? I think we don't have the odds. We have the low flush, so I'm gonna say no. So if it's a black, if it is a black straight, a black card that comes and gives us the straight, we actually are in trouble because he might have the flush as well. So very few value for me to do anything in that spot. Okay, a very strong raise. I'm able to fold here because we don't have the. I think it's closed because we have a gunshot, but the raise is very strong, and also we don't have any backdoor flush. So I'm just gonna let it go this time. Okay, this time we have two to check. I really want to bet. I have to show you this hand. Yes. So check, and then I bet. I really wonder what this guy can have when he calls, because he should have probably bet himself. So I do not understand why he just calls. I think he has something like ace king or ace queen. So I'm going to show you again. Let's see. Let's check and let's see what happens. Ace king. Okay. And here we also have a good hand. So let's see if we can get something out of it. Because we have the second pair. Somebody might have a 7. But oh, some nice hands. There's king here, and the king's here. Let's see what happens. Let's take it easy, because this guy is very deep stacked. Here I want to take out his odds and to let him fold if he has something like a weak ace. Sometimes even good ace is able to fold it against 3 players. Now the problem is he didn't hit the flush, and I think he might have a flush as well, but the problem is I have no data on this guy, and he might have something like he might have a 10, but I have more 10s than him. And I think there was a good bet at the end. He might have folded anything, like even a set. I think in that spot, because I could really have a flush. I could really have a straight. So it was too easy to have straights. You know, when you bet hash pot size in the pot, you only need him to fold about 30, even less than 33% of the time. So you have to remember that, because that's not that often. He only needs to fold 33% of the time when you do that bluff. So I think it's profitable against a very tight player like that. We got some fight here. Oh, I'm surprised. Didn't expect this. Here I want to bet for sure. Now the problem is, do I want to pay this? Not really. A very few value. There could be a tough spot if the guy go for 4-bet or something. Could be a pretty tough spot. Okay, I'm surprised he did not go for like a 4-bet. If he had like, let's say, a very good, now I have a good spot here. Can I? No, I cannot. I cannot prevent this from happening. So I have to go all in, I think, in this spot. Come on. Oh my god, I keep running into sets. That is crazy. Okay, now what can you have? Sometimes nothing. Sometimes an ace. I think he can take the pot with ace high. Could be an option. Yes, I think he did. I think he only had an ace. And we make some value with our nice little full. Let's see where it goes. Oh. Here we have a situation. There's a jam. We have top set. We should hold. Yes, we do. Except if you had a pair of 9 in this spot, that would have been difficult to accept. Let's try to see what hands did the guy have with our king 9. But I cannot find this hand once more. Once again, we have this problem. Huh. Interesting. Oh, we hit the jack. Now what can we do here? Should we check? I think we have to bet small. Try to get him to pay. And now is the question. What can he pay? Oh, he jams. He jams. Oh, sorry, I didn't show that hand. It was a pretty good one. Here we have an ace king. This guy starts raising. Now I'm hesitating a little bit. Should I jam? It's a little bit tight. I think he might be bluffing. So let's just wait and see. I don't want to take him off his bluffing card. Oh. Maybe he had a weaker ace. But it's possible that would be a pity, because then if I jammed, I'd probably have taken his stack. No, that was a bluff. With the king in hand, king 9, which means he had absolutely nothing. And that was a good choice, because sometimes you can go for a last river crazy bluff, going all in. I kind of induced him to do that. Now the question is, do I wanna play now? No, I do not think so. I do not think so. I think that was a good fold. That was an obvious fold. Obvious fold. We should be a little bit better right now with some better cards. And okay, I was thinking about 3-betting, but his stack is too small. So in this case, I think it's just better to just do it like this. And now we're just gonna give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up. Up. I'm not even gonna try to bluff even at the river if there is no bet, because such a tight player also might slow play his hand so much that he could end up having an ace, or sometimes even some very crazy good hands that he didn't try to value. So I would completely have given up this hand. Oh, we have a client, a customer. A customer. What happens now? No, no customer anymore. The customer is gone. He doesn't want to give us his money. And now we have a... Ooh, no. Interesting, interesting. Because here's this guy. He's so tight with 13-7 that I have no clue what he can have. I mean, what he can have that I can beat. This is what I mean. Let's see. I really hoped for actually and this is gonna be so hard to fold. If he bets now, yes, he probably had ace jack or ace 10, because I cannot imagine this guy doing this with absolutely nothing. Jack 10. So this is very funny. Why is it funny? Because the guy raised 6% of his hands. And in this 6%, he actually includes some Jack 10 not suited, out of position, I mean in the middle, in mid position. So basically he must be folding some aces, some hands like ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, because otherwise that should not be into the 10%, 6%, sorry, not 10%, 6 or 7% raise that this guy has. So anyway, I'm very happy to win this pot because I would have been able to actually fold it on the river if you bet large. I would have been able to do that with my great hand. And boom, he takes the pot. So where are we with our nice little tracker? Let's see how much money we made this time. Hopefully a lot. I think, oh, we have a little open raise, some early position, and I think here is an easy